Welcome to Facts. Today, we're diving into the bizarre, the wild, and the utterly absurd. Conspiracy theories have fascinated and baffled us for years. They make us question everything we thought we knew and leave us wondering if there's more to the story than meets the eye. But some theories go beyond the realm of possibility and enter the world of the downright ridiculous. From lizard people ruling the world to the Earth being flat, these theories will make you question if you should laugh or cry. They might make you question your sanity. They might make you question reality itself. So, buckle up as we explore the most absurd conspiracy theories out there. Get ready for your daily dose of skepticism and laughter. Are you ready? Let's get started. First up, let's talk about one of the most notorious and persistent conspiracy theories, the Flat Earth theory. Despite centuries of scientific evidence proving that the Earth is a sphere, some people believe that our planet is, in fact, a flat disk. According to flat earthers, we've all been victims of a massive global conspiracy orchestrated by none other than NASA. They claim that images of Earth from space are fake, gravity is an illusion, and the horizon is just a trick of the eye. Some believe that the governments of the world are hiding the truth about the flat Earth to maintain control over the population. Others believe that the Earth is actually surrounded by a giant ice wall, Antarctica, anyone? That prevents us from falling off the edge. But let's be real for a second. If the Earth were truly flat, wouldn't people have fallen off the edge by now? And what about all those satellites orbiting our planet, sending us GPS signals and beaming down live television broadcasts? They claim that satellites are either fake or that they circle above the flat Earth like a dome. As for gravity, they argue that it's not a real force, but rather an illusion caused by the upward acceleration of the flat Earth. The flat Earth theory is a fascinating example of how easily misinformation can spread. It's a reminder that even in the age of information overload, it's important to be critical of what we read and hear and to rely on credible sources for our information. So, the next time someone tries to convince you that the Earth is flat, just smile politely, nod your head, and remember all the evidence that proves otherwise. Next on our list is a theory straight out of a science fiction novel, the Reptilian Elite. Buckle up, because we're about to enter the world of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids who are secretly controlling our world. This theory, popularized by former British footballer turned conspiracy theorist David Icke, claims that a race of reptilian aliens have infiltrated human society and are now pulling the strings from behind the scenes. These reptilian overlords, as the theory goes, are masters of disguise, able to shift between their reptilian form and a human appearance at will. They use this ability to blend in with us, holding positions of power in governments, financial institutions, and media organizations. According to Icke and his followers, these reptilian beings are descended from the Anunnaki, a race of ancient Sumerian deities who are said to have created humanity. They believe that the Anunnaki, or reptilians, have been manipulating human history for millennia, orchestrating wars, famines, and economic crises. Proponents of this theory often point to ancient texts, artifacts, and artwork as evidence of these reptilian beings. They claim that ancient cultures around the world depicted reptilian gods and creatures in their mythology. They also claim that many modern-day world leaders, celebrities, and members of the royal family exhibit reptilian characteristics. However, despite its popularity, there is no credible evidence to support the existence of these shape-shifting reptilian overlords. The theory is based on speculation, conjecture, and misinterpretations of ancient texts and artifacts. While it can be entertaining to delve into the world of conspiracy theories, it's important to remember that they are just that, theories. Chapter 3. Chemtrails. Have you ever looked up at the sky on a clear day and noticed those long white trails left behind by airplanes? Most of us probably don't give them a second thought, dismissing them as mere contrails. But what if those trails weren't so harmless after all? What if they were actually evidence of a sinister government plot to control the weather, manipulate the population, or even worse? According to proponents of this theory, those white trails crisscrossing the sky are not simply condensation trails, but rather chemical trails, or chemtrails, deliberately sprayed by government agencies or other powerful entities for nefarious purposes. Some believe that chemtrails are part of a government program to control the weather, either to mitigate the effects of climate change, or, more sinisterly, to weaponize the weather against enemies. Others believe that chemtrails are being used to spread harmful chemicals or biological agents among the population, either to control our minds, make us sick, or even reduce the population. The evidence cited by chemtrail believers is often anecdotal and circumstantial. They point to the persistence of some trails, which can linger in the sky for hours, as evidence that they cannot be mere condensation trails. However, despite the persistence and passion of its adherents, the chemtrail theory has been repeatedly debunked by scientists, aviation experts, and government officials. The scientific consensus is that those white trails in the sky are nothing more than contrails, formed when hot, humid exhaust from jet engines mixes with the cold, dry air at high altitudes. There is no credible evidence to support the claim that governments or any other entities are deliberately spraying chemicals into the atmosphere. While the chemtrail theory may seem far-fetched to some, it highlights the very real anxieties that many people feel about the environment, government transparency, and the potential for abuse of power. Chapter 4. The Moon Landing Hoax. One small step for man, one giant leap for conspiracy theorists. That's right, we're about to dive into one of the most enduring and widely debated conspiracy theories of all time, the moon landing hoax. On July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe as American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the moon. But even as millions celebrated this historic achievement, a seed of doubt was sown in the minds of some. Could it be that this monumental event, this giant leap for mankind, was nothing more than an elaborate hoax? A staged performance designed to fool the world and win the space race against the Soviet Union? Believers in this theory point to a number of alleged inconsistencies and anomalies in the official record of the Apollo 11 mission and subsequent moon landings as evidence that the whole thing was faked. They question why there are no stars visible in the photographs taken on the moon, why the American flag planted on the lunar surface appears to be waving in the windless environment of space, and why the shadows cast by the astronauts and objects on the moon don't seem to add up. They argue that the technology in the 1960s wasn't advanced enough to land humans on the moon and bring them back safely to Earth. However, despite the persistence of these claims, the overwhelming consensus among scientists, engineers, and experts in various fields is that the moon landing was not faked. The evidence supporting the authenticity of the Apollo missions is vast and compelling, ranging from the thousands of photographs and hours of video footage to the lunar samples brought back by the astronauts. The alleged inconsistencies and anomalies pointed to by hoax believers have been debunked time and again. The lack of stars in the photographs is explained by the fact that the moon's surface and the astronauts' white spacesuits were brightly lit by the sun, making fainter stars invisible to the camera. The apparent waving of the flag is due to the way it was mounted on a telescopic pole, which caused the fabric to ripple even in the absence of wind. The moon landing hoax theory, while demonstrably false, continues to capture the imagination of many. Chapter 5. Hollow Earth Theory. What if we told you that everything you thought you knew about the Earth was wrong? What if, instead of being a solid sphere, our planet was actually hollow, containing a vast, unexplored inner world teeming with life? This theory posits that the Earth is not a solid sphere, but rather a hollow shell with an inner surface inhabited by all sorts of strange and wonderful creatures, perhaps even advanced civilizations, hidden from our view. Some even believe that the Earth's core is home to a miniature sun, providing light and warmth to this subterranean realm. The Hollow Earth theory has its roots in ancient mythology and folklore. Many cultures have stories of subterranean worlds, underworld realms, and civilizations that reside beneath the surface of the Earth. One of the earliest proponents of the Hollow Earth theory was the English scientist Edmund Halley, best known for his discovery of Halley's Comet. In the late 17th century, Halley proposed that the Earth was composed of a series of concentric spheres, with hollow spaces between them. He believed that these hollow spaces were inhabited and even suggested that the aurora borealis, or northern lights, was caused by escaping gas from the Earth's interior. In the 19th century, the Hollow Earth theory gained renewed popularity thanks to the writings of John Cleves Symmes Jr., a former American Army officer who became obsessed with the idea of a hollow Earth. Symmes believed that the Earth had large openings at the North and South poles, which he claimed were gateways to the inner world. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, Symmes' ideas gained a following, and the Hollow Earth theory continued to be discussed and debated in the decades that followed. However, the Hollow Earth theory is not supported by any scientific evidence. Modern geological and geophysical studies have confirmed that the Earth is a solid sphere composed of layers of rock and molten material. Conspiracy theories capture the imagination and tap into our deepest fears and suspicions. They make us question the world around us and the information we're given. While some may hold a grain of truth, Others are pure products of wild imaginations. It's important to approach such theories with a critical mind and a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't just believe everything you hear or read. Do your own research, consider the source, and look for evidence to support the claims being made. Remember, life is strange enough without believing that lizard people are running the world or that we're living on a giant pizza. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let us know in the comments, which conspiracy theory do you find the most absurd? Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there. Or maybe it's not.